Aloha, welcome to another Talk Story with Jen, my video newsletter. It is December, happy holidays. This month we are talking about the importance of connections, and I'm thinking mostly about the importance of connections of ourselves to each other. What does that have to do with yoga? It's a great question, right? And if you've been listening to me for a while now, you know that I teach that yoga is about more than just physical poses. Yoga is about a lot of other things, including how to act and be in the world, including the practice of meditation. But as I said in our last video, the word yoga itself actually means union. Union can also be translated as connection, right? And so yoga is about making connection. And sometimes we say that that's the connection between our body and our mind, or our body and our spirit, and that is certainly true. But I think it also expands outward to be the connection between ourselves and each other and the world around us. I was listening to a podcast recently, and I heard someone say, I think it was Russell Brand, but I'm not positive. No, actually, maybe it was Neil deGrasse Tyson. He said that for him, the idea of being spiritual is just understanding that we're all connected. And I thought, yeah, that's it. And it doesn't mean you have to be religious, although you certainly can be, but just coming to see that there's something more than just ourselves, that we're connected to something bigger. And in yoga, we learn that that something bigger is all of us, each of us, everyone together, all of the sentient beings of the world. And I pose in my lineage of thinking, in my own thinking, that it includes everything, even the earth itself, things we don't think of as being sentient. But however you want to think about it, even if you're just thinking about the people aspect, we're all connected, right? We affect each other, and that's really important to understand. And when we understand it, then we can start to cultivate it, and that can be really, really brilliant in our lives. So as we go through the holidays, these connections are really important, and sometimes they drive us crazy, but if we can take the time and remind ourselves, why we're going to see this person, why we're going to this party or this dinner, why we want to give this person a present, or why that person gave us a present, even if it, completely missed the mark and wasn't something that we wanted. When we can think about it, it's all because of the importance of connections. Then that can really help to ground us and make this holiday season even more powerful when we really get into the importance of connecting with each other. Now, talking about connections in this more broadly spiritual way, we can also bring it back down and think about the connections in our bodies. And connections in our bodies are called joints, right? We've got a bunch of them, and they connect the different parts together. And we can come to see that when one part of our body is hurting or not feeling good, it affects another part of our body, right? So in yoga, we know that, the foot affects our knee. We talked about that in October, if you were in my knee workshop, seeing how our foot alignment affects the health of our knee, seeing how our hip alignment and our hip flexibility affects the health of our knee. And so we start to see that, our body parts don't exist in isolation. I did a poll after the knee workshop, and you all said that the two things that you're most interested in next were lower back and sciatica issues, and then upper back, neck, and shoulders issues. And so in January, I'm going to offer 2 online workshops with those topics, so that we can think again about the connections and what does that mean. It's not just that we've got something going on in our neck, it's usually that We need to think about our shoulder alignment. We need to think about stretching our shoulders. It's not just that something's going on in our lower back, but we can help whatever issue is going on there by stretching our hips and different things. So I hope that you will stay tuned to this Talk Story newsletter, and we'll be talking more about those things as we go along, and then we'll get to those workshops in January. So I hope everyone's having a good December so far. I will connect in with you guys again maybe next week. And what else? Oh, I know, the last thing I wanted to tell you guys. So, connections are so incredibly important, and I made one of the best connections I've ever made in my life this year with my dear friend, Dr. Jessica Norris. And she and I have actually partnered up and formed a new LLC called the Stress Management Scientists. And Jess is a PhD chemist. She has a background in science like I do, which has really helped us to connect. But she's dedicated her life now to teaching stress management. And the things that I teach in yoga, meditation, mindfulness, even the physical stuff, making our bodies feel better, all of those things really are stress management. And so Jess and I have partnered up, and we are doing stress management workshops for groups of stressed out people. Right now we are focused on 911 dispatchers and other first responders, but we're also going to be having some things coming up in 2020 for everyone that you'll be able to sign up for. So thinking about some online workshops coming up, thinking about some other things. So to foster that connection with Jess and to get Jess connected to all of you, I'm going to put everyone on my current email list over on my email list with Jess. If you get those emails and you decide you don't want to hear from me and Jess together, just unsubscribe from those ones and you'll still keep getting my ones on my own. So I just wanted to kind of clarify that for everyone. If you start seeing those emails from me and Jess, then that's okay. And if you don't want them, that's totally okay too, no worries. But I think what Jess and I are teaching will be beneficial to all of you all too. And I hope that you find that as well. And so I hope you'll stick around for those emails and everything that's going on with me and Dr. Jess as the stress management scientists. All right, keep connecting with each other. Keep connecting with me. Let me know how you're doing. If you have any questions about connections, whether that's in the more social, spiritual sense or in your body, I'd be happy to address those. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Happy holidays and take care. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. All right, aloha and namaste.